Alright, I am back with another declutter. I've been decluttering my collection a lot. I'm like gearing up for the springtime. I'm ready to start adding more spring and summer scents to my collection. We only have one more full month of winter left here in Jersey. So let me start out with one of my more recent additions to my collection that I'm already decluttering. That is Black Orchid by Tom Ford. I did an entire video in comparison with this one and Velvet Orchid. I just cannot get down with the notes in this perfume. I'm sure someone else will love this. I'm sure someone else will love the deep dark savory. It's not savory, it's not. I'm sure someone else will love the deep dark warm spiciness that is Black Orchid. Everything that I am mentioning in this video will be on my MERCARI, so I will leave the link to my MERCARI in the description box, so check that out if you're actually interested to buy. The next one is, I actually don't even know why I purchased this one. It smells good, just not for me. This is Florence by Swiss Arabian. So I was expecting something a little bit different with this one. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but I was expecting something different. But when I got this, it pretty much is a dead ringer for Roses Vanille as well as Intense Cafe. So and this is only half the price. This retails for I think like $50 and I got it for about $45. So if you are interested in getting Roses Vanille or Intense Cafe but don't want to pay that high price tag, definitely check out Florence by Swiss Arabian. It lasts a long time. It projects really well. Like, you will not be able to tell the difference between the two, so definitely keep this one in mind. The next one I'm going to talk about is something that I've already included in one of my declutters, but it hasn't sold yet, and this is Nirvana Rose by Elizabeth and James. This is a very earthy rose. This is, I think, oak, vetiver, and rose. So it's a powdery, earthy rose. It's very deep. It's very resinous, I think is the proper word to describe it. It's definitely like, this is a rose for like a badass bitch, I feel, or someone of like a little bit of an older age. I just imagine this on like a very confident, sexy grown woman. I was on a rose kick for like literally 4 or 5 months straight. So I was trying out a whole bunch of different rose scents. This was one of the first ones that I got. It smelled good and I would have kept it, but unfortunately on the dry down, I think the vetiver kind of turned weird on my skin chemistry. I don't know why, but on the opening and midwear it smelled really good. It's pretty much like a straightforward like realistic rose, like a realistic earthy rose. It's really sexy. I find it to be sexy. It's just that the dry down turns like kind of weird on me, the vetiver in that one. So unfortunately I have to let that one go. The next one is actually a perfume that it's like one of the first perfumes that I added to my well, not first perfumes, but one of my first blind buys when I first started my channel way back in the summer. And this is Alt Fragrances Crystal 2023. So this is supposed to be a dupe for Baccarat Rouge, and it definitely smells really good. I barely put a dent in it, which is kind of surprising because when I first got it I was spraying this non-stop, but I feel like over time it started to smell different than it did when I first got it. I also noticed since I first got it that it would leak out like on this part right here. So I don't know if this part is like not sealed on correctly and maybe air got inside the bottle, because It doesn't smell exactly the same as when I first got it. I don't know if maybe it turned sour, I'm not sure. I know I keep all my perfumes out of the sunlight, so I know it's not that. I just think maybe the bottle quality wasn't good and there might have gotten air inside the bottle, which is unfortunate because I paid a little bit of money for this, but hopefully I'll be getting a better dupe of Baccarat or Baccarat itself. This next one is also a perfume that I first blind bought in the beginning of the summer, and this is Versace Crystal Noir. So I'm deciding to let this one go because I realized that this is not my style at all. And also it's kind of like you can't, it's like this perfume is like stuck between deciding if it's a fruity perfume or like a fresh sharp perfume. It's like fruity, but it's also very sharp and fresh at the same time, like, but not like fresh in my favorite way. I don't know, the fruit notes in here just like maybe aren't exactly my cup of tea. But I have other like fruity fragrances, I have other fresh fragrances that are more up my alley, and I wore this out a couple times and I just don't think it blended well with my skin chemistry. Yeah, a lot of people say this like as a date night fragrance, but this is not, for me, I don't see this as a date night fragrance. Some people say they wear this to the beach. I don't see this as a beach fragrance either. It's kind of like, I don't know where exactly I would wear this, like I don't know. Like every time I look at it, it's like, where am I ever gonna really wear this perfume? I guess maybe the notes are just not well blended enough, or maybe it's just like the particular notes don't work well together for me and my skin chemistry or my taste or whatever. So I'm letting that one go as well. Okay, so two more fragrances that I'm getting rid of are two Paco Rabanne fragrances, and one is Pure Excess. This is a 1 ounce. I still have the box. I still have the box to all of my perfumes, like most of them. The only one that I don't have a box to is Florence and Black Orchid, but that's because I bought them secondhand on MERCARI. But all the rest of the perfumes that I mentioned, I have the boxes for. So I'm also getting rid of Olympia Intense and Pure Excess, both by Paco Rabanne. I'm choosing to get rid of both of these because unfortunately the longevity on these suck so bad. These barely last like more than 2 hours, and for the price I feel like it's not worth keeping in my collection, honestly. I have some new vanilla scents on the way that will, I'm sure, replace this one very nicely, and this one kind of gives me like a salted, like a deep salted caramel vibe. But I already have a caramel perfume in my collection that I love, that I'll always love, and it's Fancy by Jessica Simpson. And also these two smell very, very, very similar. I thought that by getting this one I was going to end up liking it more than this one, but they really smell like almost identical. This one is just a little bit deeper and a little bit more gourmand, but I'm deciding to just let both of them go because neither one of them last. They only last 2 hours. So these two will be on my MERCARI as well, so check those out. So yes, this is gonna be a really short video. I have other fragrance videos on my channel, so check those out if you're interested. Thank you for watching until the end, and I'll see you in my next one.